Hey, what's going on, everyone? Happy New Year. It's January 2022. And today I want to go ahead and recap everything that's been going on with our real estate market in 2021. And man, what a roller coaster that was. So stay tuned. In Las Vegas, the median home prices rose up to 22%, while mortgage rates stayed at an average at 3% or below. Right now, in the middle of January, things are looking a little different. Now, if you're a seller, you're probably living the dream. And if you're a buyer, not so much. You're probably living a nightmare. Overall, the supply of homes stayed well below the real time demand, which fueled the nonstop competitiveness with offers, bidding wars, you name it, it was crazy. So overall, the housing inventory stayed well below the real-time demand, which really fueled the nonstop competition of bidding wars, crazy offers, you name it, it was happening. And like I said, buyers were making outrageous offers, paying concessions just to lock in a home, while sellers, they picked the cream of the crop, so they were able to stand their ground and pick and choose who they wanted to select. So right now, as I'm making this video, there's currently about 2,300 homes in a market with a population of about 2.5 million, probably greater now since everyone's kind of moving here to Vegas. So you can kind of imagine the supply and demand problem that we're having here, not including all the out-of-state buyers that's still continuing to migrate here in Las Vegas. So let's quickly talk about what's keeping the inventory so low here in Las Vegas. Let me explain. So first, builders since 2000 and 2010 didn't build enough homes. They didn't anticipate the massive increase in population here in Las Vegas. So in the last years, they're doing some extreme catching up right now here in the valley. Number two is millennials, which is the largest generation right now in history, which are coming up to their prime first time home buying years. At the same time, while their parents are getting older and they've been able to pass down massive wealth to their children as a gift. Number three is inflation is out of control, which is causing massive amounts of demand for appreciating assets like real estate. Number four, the market is flooded with institutional buyers. We're talking about hedge funds there just gobbling up everything they can, everything in sight, in order to generate cash flow for their future investors. So it's very hard to compete with those guys. Number five, the obvious, it's never been so cheap to borrow money these days with historic low interest rates. When I bought my home, I bought it at a 4.1 interest rate, which I felt was super cheap at that time, especially when you're hearing older folks that bought in the past paying 7, 8, some 13% depending on when they bought, right? So this definitely keeps the demand high while new inventory just gets absorbed super quick. Yeah, so it's just been a crazy year, right? So, and oh, before I forget, let's not forget the global pandemic that we've been dealing with, which has definitely paralyzed some homeowners with their aspiring to move or make any changes in real estate. So now we're in 2022, right? And here in Las Vegas, the amount of homes for sale are still at its lowest levels in history, and prices are just going to continue to increase in the foreseeable future. At least that's what I'm seeing, and that's just my opinion, right? And if you're paying attention to the news, the Fed's already announced that they are more likely to increase rates at least 3, maybe 4 times this year. All right, guys. So hopefully this information was helpful. Hopefully it helps you make a better judgment whether it's a good time to make any type of real estate changes. And if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. See you guys.